I am the God man, living, learning his plan. This is teaching, never preaching, I'm the future advance. I'm the reason that you're reaching to the knowledge in this season. I'm the universe, lyrically in tune to work. My black magic beat is savage, so this music is my passion. I use a verse to break the spell, but the devil did his work on the small minds while he running his turf. Rap niggas want respect, but these chickens are jerked. Talking spicy, love money, love sex, dummy. Love disrespect instead of building connects. To be the best of ourselves on this planet called hell. I see a lot of Satans having your conversations about your life within the matrix, but you never learn to change it. Practicing your rituals to keep us in your cages, and my people do the same thing to keep us in that placement. Arguments of hatred, it stops with my engagement. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. Peace. It's AMB, African Man Born, on Random Thoughts, where I give you 5 to 10 minutes of a random thought. So here we go. So as you see in the video, there's a news report, a stupid news report at that, talking about men and women relationships and how women are becoming more career driven. Women are finding that they can't find a man that makes as much money as them. Now, this wasn't the case back in the day, but I know times have changed, so you got to step into 2024 and accept certain things. But I just don't like certain statements that being made. I find it that when men are career driven, right? Real men that are career driven, they don't put down people.
Women say they are finding it very hard to find a man who makes as much as they do. And this is changing the age-old mentality that men are the breadwinners. And researchers say they are seeing a trend of women dating down, which means, you know, a man who...
Dating down.
So women, you know, we're more educated now. And so with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
So before, right, it was okay when the man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, you know, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one because you're dating down. You wanted to make more money. Right. You know, are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now you're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much.
That woman. Now, am I saying that no man has put down women? No, I'm not saying that, because there are men that want to be the breadwinner to have superiority over the women. And I find that women are trying to do that now. The difference is that you can't necessarily do that to a man unless he's like soft. You know what I'm saying? And you're dealing with like men in the sense of career driven. When you say you're career driven, right? You're saying we're gonna stop doing the baby making and all this other stuff. That has nothing to do with men. You making babies and doing all that has to do with what you wanted. I mean, your family might have wanted that, and maybe that's some traditional shit that they want you to do, but that has nothing to do with men. Especially when you say you can't find a man that makes as much money as you. You know why? Because society and governments and jobs have made it where women make more money. Now, I don't have a problem with women making a lot of money or more money. My problem is the disrespect that comes from it. So you have this report, and then you should have seen the full video. This video is kind of clipped up. You know, he edited up, but the white reporter, the girl that was next to the black man that was speaking on it, she was saying, well, maybe that's because, you know, a lot of the men are insecure. No, it's not. She was roughly saying that the men were insecure and that's where it's coming from. But the report did not come from insecure men. The report came from women that feel like they can't find a man that makes as much or more than them. Well, guess what? What's the percentage of men that make more money than some of these women based on their whatever they are? You're looking for somebody making $200K. 1% of men make $200K. 1%, not black men, not white men, period, in this country makes like at least $200K. So you're not gonna find somebody if they're giving you like $100K a year or $200K a year. You don't see a lot of people making that type of bread like that. So again, then you label your relationship on dating down. So does that mean that men have always dated down because we were the breadwinners. We didn't look at shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying that no man has looked at women beneath them, because there's a lot of men that still think women are beneath them. And I can't speak for that. And I'm not apologizing for it, because I don't have nothing to do with that. I was raised differently. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to speak on that. Y'all speak on that shit. And then when you speak on it from a factual place. You know what I mean? But when it comes to men, you say now you're dating down because you're making more money. So your value of your relationship is based on money. You should have seen the system. Look at her face when they're talking. Because a lot of times when y'all make money, y'all think that y'all can just say whatever and then we just supposed to shut up about it. No. I know we live in a time where everybody can speak their mind. That's cool. Everybody can speak their mind. I don't have a problem with everybody speaking their mind, and that's still going to be evident with us men today. We're not going to be sitting here letting you sit there and say stupid shit like that, and then you don't like the rebuttal, so now you're upset. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that has its place, but don't sit there and act like you could just say, oh, we're dating down. So if a man makes more money, see, the difference is when a man makes more money, he's making more money to provide for his family and his future generations. When a woman makes more money on average, right? Because my wife is not like that. And I always have to make this disclaimer. My wife is not like that. She builds for the future just like I want to build for the future. So I'm lucky. But a lot of these women like this one on here and the other one, right? They get mad because they say, well, we're very career-driven. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with you being career-driven. I have a problem with you being disrespectful while you're career-driven and acting like, oh, you're dating down because you can't find a man that's making more money than you or on your level. First of all, we don't level relationships by way of finances. It makes things easier, but we don't level it by that. Anybody, male or woman, man or woman, that levels their relationship status based on finances is there's something wrong with you. You can't level your relationship based on that because there's so many other factors that keep the relationship together. There are immature people with money out here, and you're leveling relationship based on what he can give you or what she can give you. That's bullshit. Now, the statement that the brother made, he said, listen, so you can't be the one to pay for the dinners and do that, because y'all, when it comes to a lot of society-driven women that are in society, that are career-driven, you are selfish. You do not provide unless you have to. And that's dealing with, this is when the ones that don't have children and if you don't have children, you're looking to live this lifestyle where everybody can see. So you become selfish and then you become doing this for yourself. And that's fine if you're doing it for yourself, you have no responsibilities. But let's say you start dating and you date a man that don't make as much money. You ain't gonna pay for his dinner. You ain't gonna pay for that. You ain't gonna be that one. Even if you both have jobs, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna spend him to take his $60K finances and do what he would be doing if he was making your money. You're saying you're career driven only for your selfish shit. When a man don't have to speak on his career driven shit, and when he does speak on his career driven shit, he's trying to provide for his family. He wants his kids to see the success and then earn success and then put them in a position of success, where a lot of these society women, and it's not all of them, but it's a lot of them that we see on the internet. I'll just say, when we see them on the internet, they're talking that dumb shit because they're selfish. They want to be career driven and they want to have more money than men. And then they want to find a man that makes more than them or on their level, just so they can do the same things that men that made more money than women do. And sometimes it doesn't go that way. Really, you should be making money for your family, your household, and if you're together, you figure out a way to put things together. And I think that women that do have jobs should put money away just in case. If the man is providing and paying all the bills, put some money away just in case something happens, man. Shit happens. Even to you. But shit happens. A man can lose his job, he can get sick, he can get hurt, he can get killed, and what do you have if you sitting there depending on his shit? And I all this like go-to thing, I feel a certain way about like somebody who hides secret accounts and all that. You don't need to do all that. Find a relationship where you have somebody that you feel is gonna be forever, and then like I don't like, of course nothing lasts forever, but come on, man. At the end of the day, I think that this conversation is just like lame because you're talking about you're dating down because the man don't make the money that you're making. I think it's lame. You know what I mean? And that's why she going around. You see her face when he's talking, because she don't like the fact that he's sitting there speaking on it, because she feels like we should just accept that as men. No, nigga, like, you can't be saying shit like that. Like, it's one thing if you don't want to date us because we don't make enough money, right? There's another one thing to make a fucking survey and then say that, oh, this is because how men feel. You don't give a fuck about how men feel. If you give a fuck about how men feel, right, then have you ever listened to a man's vulnerable moments and do you feel the same way after you heard about those vulnerable moments? Women like that, like her, would actually leave if a man spoke his vulnerabilities to her, because she's so money driven, or she's just this and everything is about her and making her happy. The relationship ain't about making you happy. It's about building a life with somebody that you want to partner with because you like them and you learn to love them, right? It ain't about just being happy all the time, because it's not always going to be happy. And I find that a lot of these people in relationships that think like that, they want people to make them happy 24/7, and they're angry all the time. You know what I mean? They fussing all the time. Whether it's the man or whether it's the woman, they fussy all the time. And then you say, oh, we're happily married. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You've made the decisions with the wrong person, and it shows. So that's my thoughts on it, man. I'll see you on the next thought. Like, share, subscribe. Random Thoughts Podcast on YouTube, African Man Born Media, which you can check. You can link everything through AfricanManBorn.com, which is the website. Greatness Over Dominance, GOD, coming out November 9th. 2024. Look out for the release party coming soon, which will be probably that day. Also, other events coming up. The GOD tour is still going on every week, well, just about every weekend. We're doing a show. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Peace.